Okay, this is the massive block of time. Now, let's say it's a revolution of the 8,000 forces decided to create a block of time more massive than omniverses, but to him it's minimal. He wanted to study the beginning of nothing, which happened too early. We came too late, all of us. We're not in it. Why am I mentioning this discussion? Well, okay, I'll explain why. We're in the block of time. But what the curious thing is of it really is when it's so minimal, he didn't worry about it really. See, nothing in the 8,000 forces is something and nothing. God found it amusing at the highest extents. God can level the highest extents, all of them. What you have to know about God is you can't get beyond God. Okay, so therefore there's a picture. They're beyond the whole thing, the highest extents. All of them are. The picture became too interesting for them at a certain time, about 15 billion years ago. It became too interesting for them. Okay. Then it became too interesting for itself. Then the Big Bang occurred 15 billion years ago, but then the Big Bang occurred in the sequence I'm giving, and we're here. Now, the thing about it is you have to understand, in a box of time, there are symmetries. In a wide open universe, symmetries don't last long. In a box of time, it did. The problem is this too. The shelf life of humans lasts a lot longer, and all life, pretty much in the box of time, lasts a lot longer. So what revolutions did really was create eternity. Now then you think of God, you think God, that's God's domain. So he talks to evolution. Evolution is not equipped really to handle eternity, but God is in everything. That's why God's here. The problem is this, and everything. Don't take me too literally on that. What I said in everything. God deals with everything, though. You don't understand the kind of problem and the kind of comedy of being in a box of time, a massive block of time. God put it, in my opinion, is box 1 Genesis and 8,000 forces, which is pretty much how it's going to stay. Because box 1 is much smaller in that block of time, but as you know, when you're minimal, you can't understand a lot. What I'm saying primarily, though, is the symmetries wouldn't last long. And in a block of time, they do last very long, and other things too, going throughout the universe. That's why we're symmetrical a lot. Life is symmetrical. The good news, though, is nothing is like the antithesis of the highest extents, and he believes he should be. Now, the problem with the highest extents also is things that believe. Now, as I told you in the story of Zan, they travel through the universe endlessly, trying to find out problems, and there are things other than nothing that believe a lot, and they can be a problem for the highest extent. But what nothing is primarily is a reversion of everything, but not at the same rate. Now, what that means is nothing sections, but nothing didn't create the box of time. In fact, revolutions beat him too, is why God likes revolutions. Revolutions beat nothing so far. The thing of it is, nothing sections and then heads towards the whole goal, heads towards the whole thing, which is revolution's domain. The thing of it is, he washes it on the side. but it's so minimal. He didn't care. But what it is really is an ongoing story of the 8,000 forces. The ongoing story of being beyond the picture. Well, yeah, when the picture became too interesting for itself, that's chaos and a lot more things. And then we occurred at the Big Bang interval. The problem is, like, we came we got located in this box. We were located in this box for no reason, is the answer. You can get here for any reason, which is no reason. However, if you understand see, revolutions behaves in ways that you can't describe in words because it's too complicated. The problem is, when you understand the problem of most intelligent existence, it becomes more of a good news. You have to believe in God, is what I'm saying. You just have to believe in God. If you don't have to, you should. You're going to eventually understand what God is. It's not like the simplest thing to understand. As you know, a highest extent isn't a simple thing to understand. You never can. It's beyond the universes. They're beyond the whole picture. The funny thing is, it didn't come from the Big Bang either. But look, what you have to understand is God is God. The complicated thing is you have to understand that there's an order to the highest extents. You have to understand there's an order and hierarchies to people. What is more interesting, though, there's hierarchies to the highest extent too. That's part of the order. But like the whole thing, kind of in revolutions, if you can fathom all 8,000 highest extents, you can understand what I'm talking about now.